Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make chicken wings. And first things first is you're going to need a really big, deep, non-stick skillet. And this is what we're going to use to fry everything in. And we're pan frying today, and that is the way I like to fry the best. So go ahead and fill your skillet with about 4 cups of oil, or until it's about halfway full with oil. I love using a non-stick skillet for this because the wings will never stick to the bottom. It's perfect and foolproof. I will then turn my heat up to a medium-high heat, and while that is taking its time to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our chicken wings. I'm going to use a pound of chicken wings with a mixture of the actual wing part and then the mini drumstick part of the wing. And as you see, I've already cleaned them off, and I'm just going to add them into a metal bowl because this is where we are going to season our wings. I am going to season it with a mixture of salt, pepper, paprika, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and some Chipotle mango seasoning. But honestly, feel free to season your wings with whatever spices you want. Honestly, this is a great chance to actually just dive into your spices and explore some new ones that maybe don't get to come out and play as often as some of the other ones, like salt and pepper. And I'm not using any exact measurements, I'm just sort of eyeballing it, but if you prefer to have exact measurements, I'd say go in with about a tablespoon of each seasoning. This is one of the main parts of the recipe where we're going to infuse a lot of flavor into the meat itself. And then you're going to give it all a really good toss and just use your hands. They're the best tools that God gave you. Now we're gonna go ahead and dredge the wings in flour. You want to use about a cup of flour, just enough to give them each a good coating. And I'm just using all-purpose flour, and this is going to help give the wings a nice crispy crust when we fry them a little bit later on. So you want to heat your oil up to 350 Fahrenheit. And I would really recommend just using a thermometer for this part. It's really hard to guess, and a thermometer takes all the guesswork out. If, however, your oil does happen to be a little too hot, you can either turn the stove down and leave it for a while to cool off, or, as you see me doing there, I added in some more fresh oil, and this is going to help bring down the temperature a bit. I'm also going to get a baking sheet ready. I'm going to line it with some newspaper and a paper towel. And this is going to be where we put our wings to drain off after they are done frying. Okay, our oil is ready for frying, so we're going to go ahead and place our chicken wings in. Make sure not to overcrowd your pan. And when you're heating up the oil, if it goes a few degrees above 350, it's okay, because when you add the meat in, it is going to lower the temperature a little bit. So let's go ahead and place in all of your chicken wings so they each have a good spot, and we are going to let these fry for about 6 minutes per side, I would say. I more so want to just eyeball it, make sure it's golden brown. After it's going for about 5 minutes, we'll give them a flip. But in the meantime, we're going to make some sauce for our chicken wings. I'm going to go in with 1 tablespoon of Sriracha, half a cup of ketchup. It's going to add a lot of sweetness. Half a cup of BBQ sauce. It's going to be packed full of different flavors, and then some raspberry vinaigrette. This is again going to add some sweetness and also a little bit of a fruity flavor, but that's not too overpowering. And of course, sriracha is just going to make it a little bit spicy. Give that all a good whisk, and then set that aside for later on. Back to frying. They've been going for a little bit. I'm just going to give them a flip because some of the pieces are so big that they don't get submerged under the oil, and we want to make sure each side of the chicken is cooked. Isn't that just a beautiful sight? But the way you want to check for doneness is, again, we're going to take our thermometer, we're going to put it in there, and we want it to reach 175 Fahrenheit, and then you know it is good to go. and you're going to take them out when they're just slightly less than golden brown, because even when you take them out, they are still going to cook a little bit more and they're going to get a little bit darker. So just go ahead and put it on your baking sheet that you have already lined with some newspaper and paper towel and let them drain there, and then you can go on and do as many other batches as needed. Now we're going to place all of our wings into our sauce, and yes, they are still pretty hot at this point, and you just want to put them all in there. And for the first batch, I still put them in there even if the rest of the wings aren't done, and I just give them like a gentle toss. I just want them to be in there because they're gonna really absorb that sauce best when they are hot. So I'm just putting in my second batch of wings now, and then I'll give it a really good toss with my hands, and forget that spoon. Just toss it with your hands and shake the bowl around so they get a nice good coating. Don't worry, this will not damage the wings at all. And then you have perfect chicken wings. They're just a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet, and a whole lot flavorful. But I hope you guys will like this recipe. I like to pair my wings with blue cheese. I know it's not for everybody, but I love it. Please hit the thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this recipe. I love making it for you. And if you want to see more videos, just subscribe, and you can see new videos every Monday and Thursday. And make sure to hit the notification bell so that you are reminded whenever I upload. And comment below for what you guys want to see me cook next time. But like real quick before we go, let's like get some close-ups of these chicken wings. They were so delicious and they looked so pretty as well. Okay, I'm done, I swear. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And until next time, bye!